Okay, so if you watched my journey for the last few months, you've seen that I've found a lot of properties, we've walked a lot of properties, and if you don't know how we do it, let me just break it down for you from what I've learned over my first couple months in this game. Everybody thinks the first thing to do is pull a list, send out mailers, start cold calling people. That's great if you have a lot of money but not a lot of time, but I actually wanted to use more time and I didn't want to spend $1. So I found 4 really easy ways that I could get deals, I could get options to go look at without spending any money, just doing a little bit of work. The first one is call real estate agents. Super easy. Get on the phone with them, tell them that you're an investor, that you have cash. Even if you don't have it yet, just say that you do. They'll be fine with that. And that you're looking for distressed properties. Ask them, be a little bit candid. Say, do you have any properties that you've been sitting on that are hard to sell? Do you have any motivated sellers that just want cash and to get this out of your hair? Or to any of your other agents, anybody that you know, does your network have availability for any of this? So that's probably the easiest thing. And once you start getting a good rapport with them, they'll start sending you a lot of deals. I had agents sending me lists of 10 to 12 deals that were somewhat in my buy box, and I could go through each of them and see if they were worth my time. So that's the first one, probably the easiest. Second one, which is how we're here right now, is getting on a wholesaler list. Go on Facebook, go to different real estate investor pages in your specific market. So Nashville has one, it's been great. And just say, guys, I'm a flipper, I'm looking for properties. Add me to your buyers list. And they will. I'm getting probably 15 different properties sent to me every single day right now, just from wholesalers. The next option that we have, different Facebook groups. So find your local community groups. There's like I Heart Spring Hill down in Spring Hill. There's an I Heart Columbia, an I Hate Columbia. Get into all these groups. It's basically like classifieds and community postings. And just post in there very poignantly. So you don't want to talk to them like you're being a real estate agent. You don't want to talk to them in like the tech jargon. Just say something like, hey guys, looking to buy a property that I could fix up, cash buyer, and respond immediately to everybody that responds to you. I've gotten dozens of leads just from doing that. And the key to that one is consistency. You want to be doing that, every week or so, put a new post in there. It helps the algorithm and make sure you're interacting with them. And the last easy way that's completely free, check the MLS. The majority of these houses are already on there. They're not waiting for a wholesaler to bite. Check there, check for houses that have been on the market for 30, 60, 90 days, properties that have had a reduction and that fit your buy box. It's there, all it requires is a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, then you can start making offers. One of the questions that I'm asked most frequently in this is, how long is this gonna take? Some people think it's gonna be incredibly short. They're gonna look at a house that week, put an offer on it, get it accepted, turn it around, and in 45 days, they're gonna have money back. Some people think it's gonna take forever. It's not even worth getting into it. My experiences so far is I've been doing this for about 3 months. I've identified one property, I'm in negotiations to close it, and I anticipate probably another 3 to 5 months for the rehab process on it. So I think all in getting started, like 6 to 8 months is really a realistic number. Now, if you have money, you could speed up that time. If you want to do mailers, if you want to cold call, if you want to hire some assistants for this, which I don't necessarily recommend, but if you are one of those people that has a high income and not a lot of free time, you can speed up everything. But if you want to do this with no money, like I've been doing up to this point, then it's going to take a little bit of time, be realistic about it, and realize it's going to take you a few months to find that property. We have one that we're about to put under contract, and I'm still looking at other properties. My thing is I want as many forks in the fire as possible all the time, so when one thing falls through, I'm ready to go and I'm not starting over at square one. All right, so you found your deal, now you need to pay for it, right? So there's a couple of different ways you could do that. The first one I'm going to talk about right now is just financing, and it's a heck of a lot easier than you think. You don't need amazing credit for it. You don't need a ton of cash in the bank. All you need is a property that this company could see pencils. And by pencils, I mean they could see the rate of return, they could see that it's going to make sense once it's flipped. So there's tons of hard money lenders out there. We have different courses, different trainings on that, but you could search for hard money lenders. You could post in those same RIA groups, the real estate investor groups, just saying, looking for a hard money lender. They're gonna message you like that. They wanna do deals. They have cash sitting in their bank accounts that they're losing money on due to the inflation rates. They would much rather deploy and get 6, 8, 10, 12% return with a couple points on it. It's available, they're willing to do it. They wanna buy in you just as much as you want them. So super easy. You're gonna pay a premium for it, but the speed of transaction is there. You're not gonna be waiting 30 days to get that money. They're gonna close your deal in a couple of days. So if you find that property and it makes sense and you're factoring in that interest rate into your numbers, it's the easiest option to do without doing anything else to get your first contract done. The secret to success in this business is paying as little as possible for your money. So the best way to do that is private money. Now, if you can't find this, if you put in the time, you've put in the work, you've already exhausted that entire market, that money's already being deployed, you could go to the financing route that I talked about with hard money lenders, but the best option is private money. So to raise private money, you have to be constantly selling yourself, constantly marketing yourself, telling people who you are, that you're a real estate investor, that you're a flipper, that you're a wholesaler. Constantly sell yourself. Get your elevator pitch down, that 30-second introduction you're going to give to somebody so they'll trust in you. Now, there's really 3 different buckets for raising private money. The first of which is going to be your best option if you could do it, and that's your friends and family. These are people that you know, they like and trust you, so they're going to give you the most favorable terms. If you have an aunt, an uncle, father, mother, grandfather, good buddy that has money sitting in a retirement fund or just sitting in their bank account losing money, or they're tired of the stock market, talk to them, have that realistic conversation with them about how they can be getting a better rate of return. They're not going to need that 10% in 2 points. They might be happy with 5 or 6%. That's a lot better than the money they're going to be losing in inflation right now. So that's your first bucket, that's your best. Then it's going to be your kind of warmer network of people that know of you, friends of friends, the people that are a little bit more sophisticated. They understand what they want from their money. So those people you could get somewhat better interest rates on. That's going to probably be your bread and butter. That's what I've seen most of the time. These are people that might be in the game. They might have some money. They have money in crypto. They have money in the stock market. They have other investments, and they have money that they want to make more money. So talking to these people, you could probably get your rates closer to like that, 7 to 9, maybe 10%. And then you're going to have your hard, sophisticated investors like Bill. So Bill wants his money back very quickly and at a very high rate of return. So those are the people that are going to give you points. They're going to be very high interest rates, and they're not going to want to give you a 6-month or year-long term on it. It's more transactional funding, but they could do it like that. You need that money to close tomorrow, that money could be there. They have a system worked out. So just constantly promoting yourself on Facebook, on Insta, on LinkedIn, all of your different social media options, letting people know who you are so that they feel comfortable investing in you, and they're starting to reach out to you. And you should also be reaching out to them. But when you do all of this, it kind of comes together, synergizes, and then you have this commitments. You have people saying, yeah, I would be willing to put in 20,000, I'd be willing to put in 50,000. And then at the end, you know that you have this bucket of money that you could deploy anytime you want. So when you find a house like this and you want to buy it, you're not scrambling to try to come up with the money. It's already there. Be proactive, and you're going to be able to get the best deals possible.